Spotify knows how hard artists work to build an authentic connection with fans.
We like to tell creators to focus their energy on making their music and building their fan bases, and we'll help take care of the bad stuff that can mess with those things, like artificial streaming.
That's Regina from Spotify, and she's here to talk artificial streaming.
I feel like this is a staring contest, but it's like a smile contest. Here's the thing. We want artists to be aware of what's going on so they can combat and avoid scams too. For an artist, a stream represents a listener connecting with their music, which is what it's all about. It's what we want. But sometimes, third-party services try to manipulate Spotify by using bots or other automated ways to create what we call artificial streams.
Hold up. What's a bot?
Bots are software programs designed to perform the same task over and over again in exchange for a fee. Like repeatedly streaming your music on Spotify in return for money. This kind of stream manipulation affects the entire music industry, fans included.
Whoa, that's scary stuff. What else?
Among other things, Spotify tracks unusual listening patterns and flags streams that are potentially suspicious.
That's Sarah from Spotify, here to tell us more.
We have a huge team of engineers and researchers working on detecting, mitigating, and removing artificial streaming activity across Spotify so we can protect artists and their legitimate streams.
And what exactly is a legitimate stream?
A legitimate stream is when an actual human listens to a track. We're trying to make sure it's a level playing field. We believe it's only fair that every artist has an opportunity to find listeners. And we want to make sure that artists and rights holders are paid fairly for their work. If artificial streams were left undetected, it would take royalties away from hardworking artists with legitimate streams, which isn't okay.
Let's hear from Dee at Reach Records.
This has to look so weird on camera, you guys. Don't do artificial streaming. That's my big message. If you have money that you're able to reinvest into your career, then reinvest it into channels that are going to actually provide a return that is long-term. Advertising, creating visual content, music videos to grow your channels, instead of putting all of your budget into something that isn't going to give you the fan base that you ultimately need, and the people that are going to show up to your concerts, the people that are going to purchase your merch, and the people that are going to rock with you on and off album cycles.
So what about that rando in your DMs offering to increase your streams or get your new release added to the hottest Spotify playlist for a small fee? Can you trust them?
Anyone who says they can get you on any Spotify playlist for a fee is not telling you the truth and is not affiliated with Spotify in any way. You can't buy your way onto any Spotify editorial playlist. The only way to pitch music to our editors for editorial playlist consideration is by submitting your track on Spotify for Artists.
Okay, so what else is Spotify doing to combat artificial streaming?
Spotify strictly prohibits using any third-party service that promises streams or placement on any playlist, including user playlists, in return for money. Plus, we routinely remove user-generated playlists that claim to offer this, so using these services won't benefit you in the long run. If a marketing service offers things like increased brand recognition and exposure or connections with a third-party playlister, proceed with caution. Some of them may be using stream manipulation methods without informing you. We feel terrible when an artist thinks they're purchasing a legitimate service, but it's actually just an engine for bots and stream manipulation.
Not only do these services violate Spotify's terms and conditions, but when we detect artificial streams, we may do things like withholding royalties and correct streaming numbers and chart positions. It may even result in your music being removed from Spotify.
In other words, clean out your DMs and feel free to smash that block button with abandon. Third-party services that promise crazy streams are too good to be true.
When in doubt, it's always a good idea to check your stats in your Spotify for Artists dashboard. If you've recently started working with a new promotions or marketing company, check in and confirm with them that stream manipulation is not part of their offering.
Copy that. What else should we look for?
You may expect a spike in streams around a new release, playlist edition, or if your song lands a sync. But if your streams spike on a random Wednesday, or you notice a big number of streams unexpectedly coming from just one category in your source of streams data on Spotify for Artists, then there might be something fishy going on. Also, keep an eye out on your top streaming cities. Large numbers of streams coming from cities you can't explain may be another indicator.
We're invested in protecting streaming for everyone's benefit. If you notice unusual activity that seems like it could be artificial streaming, inform Spotify for artist support and ask the marketing service you paid for to knock off any funny business.
Great tips. Now artists can do what they need to do and rest easy that Spotify's on it.